Alright, welcome to day 12 of the Vera Series. So hopefully you're level 80 by now. If not, I would focus on trying to get there. Starting out, you want to go to your artificial island, and then you want to go back to build, and then you want to hit claim because you can only hold these resources for 24 hours. On top of that, you want to make sure you clear your enemies for the week because they respawn every Monday. And of course, you want to check the exchange store. Don't forget to get your weekly items, and remember, the month is ending soon, so you want to make sure you buy these monthly items. Next, you want to do your Mia's Kitchen, and you want to knock out your 4 bounties for the day. And I'm going to go with Vera, so that way I can knock out Starweave Night at the same time. Next, we got Vitality, starting with joint operations. So for today, we got access to pants, gloves, a king and a crow matrix, and we can do Sadness Valley. So for me personally, I'm going to probably go for the glove and the crow dungeon, and I might even use a few vitality solutions. Next, we have Interstellar Exploration. And remember, you want to check Aspera as well as Vera, so that way you can get all of your Stargates. And you want to see if you have any level 3s or level 2 Stargates, and how you can tell is if this weapon battery category has a number 3, it's a level 3 Stargate, and if it has a number 2, it's a level 2 Stargate. But if you don't have any level 3s or level 2s, you could always do Dimensional Trials. And if you need money, you could always do Space-Time Domains. And if you're pressed for time and you don't want your vitality to cap, you can always make Omnia Beacons. Which brings us to our optionals, and that is giving gifts to your 1.0 characters. And the best way to do that is to go to the black market, Zetas Island and doing the claw machine, and knocking out your 2 trainings for the day. But what is not optional is doing your 6 fun zones for the day. And if you have time, try to clear out your Greyspace fishers. But as I said yesterday, Twilight Zone has better rewards. There is no time limit, so you could just wait until you have a free day to clear this all out. And make sure to check appointed research to see that your energy is not getting close to reaching 20, so that way it doesn't cap, since you only get 5 free energy a day. Then we got our events. Hopefully by now you're able to clear out the supply run, but if not, don't worry, you have 15 days to do it. Then we got the Gacha event, so if you were going to well, you most likely would have done it by now. Then we got Starweave Night. So now we have finally entered phase 2. So with phase 2 comes new request missions, which are fairly easy to do. Basically just upgrade a weapon to level 80, perfect decipher 3 password chests, and defeat 2 world bosses. On top of that, with phase 2, we can either kill Rudolph or Magma, and once we defeat those and we force decipher their password chest, and we get 500 energy, allowing this to be very easy to complete. You can just run these over and over and most likely complete this whole event. Now let's talk about Lynn. If you saw my video yesterday, it seemed like she basically got a nerf or she had a bug. But for a quick recap, she could not do any damage in Trial of Steel or Guard Defender. And a lot of people noticed this, so they submitted a ticket to customer service, and customer service responded, this is not a bug and she's working as intended, which caused quite an issue. So today, a notice was issued saying that this is indeed a bug and it will be fixed in the future, and we should be getting compensation for that as well. Now, they don't tell how much compensation we're gonna get, and they also don't say when this will be fixed, but at the very least, I'm glad that they confirmed that this is a bug and not a nerf, which a lot of people were thinking due to the confusion from the customer service. But if you enjoy these daily guides, I would greatly appreciate a like so that way they can spread more on YouTube. I also wanted to point out to you that there is a survey that we can submit again, letting them know what we think about Tower of Fantasy. So make sure you do that so that way you can let them know what issues or how well you're enjoying the game. But it is a little buried, so I decided to go ahead and show you where it's at. So if you click on the present and you go down to special operations and you scroll all the way down, you'll see survey. This is where you can fill out the questionnaire, and you want to make sure that you go ahead and do that because it only lasts for a couple days, and you do get some dark crystals for filling it out, so make sure you do that. Then we got our weekly tab. You want to make sure you do enough things down here so that we can get everything up top, which brings us to our challenges. So if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to save your Mia's Kitchen so that way you can power yourself up, starting with the Bygone Phantasm. So again, I recommend that you take a look at this weapon bonus. If you have a good weapon bonus, you might want to do this sneak to next level. If your CS is high enough, you're going to be able to jump up 11 levels, and if you beat that floor, you get to keep it. But if it's not, then you have to just do it the old-fashioned way and climb up every 5 levels to get your weapon bonus to change. Then we got Sequential Phantasm. Now, since Lynn is broken, you might want to wait until after the fix, but if you really wanted to just try to get it done early and not wait till the last day like I usually do, you could always do this middle chamber and knock that one out and then wait until Lynn is fixed and knock out the other 2. Frontier Clash. Now, as I said, a lot of people are Volt mains and it's Volt resist, so hopefully you have some friends that have rode for other elements and they're willing to carry you. Void Rift, this is the first time boss for you want to go ahead and knock that out. Wormhole, we have 4 days to complete this, and if you're strong enough to do it, you want to go ahead and do that so that way you can get that 640 crystal dust. Raids, now you want to knock out these last 2 raids on heroic mode, and you want to do the battle test area on heroic mode before the week is over. Break from Destiny. Namespace mentioned that the season doesn't end this month, which makes sense sense because it did come out last week and we don't really get a full month to take advantage of it. But just in case, I still would try to do one game just in case it does end. Apex League. Now, if you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple more hours in so that way you can reach it, but at least do one game so that way you get those rewards. Then we got our daily buys. So you want to go to shop, Hot, and then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now for me, I'm going to go ahead and pass because I already have over 100. But if you can afford it, I recommend that you get the advancement modules and the booster modules for the week. And if you want to well out and try to get an eyepiece, you can always do a pointed research. Which brings us to the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust store. So you want to make sure you buy your advancement modules, your booster modules, and your Vera special gift for the week. And when it comes to your opponent Omnium Crystal, I recommend that you pass because you should get enough to get all the way up to an 8.3, maybe even an 8.4 suppressor. But what you can do with your Crystal Dust is buy boots, and if you have a good pair of boots, then you can buy handguards, and you have a good pair of handguards, then you can buy whatever else you want. Spacetime store. Now I recommend that you buy your booster modules, your advancement modules, and your data repeater for the week. Cruise store. Now the only thing you should be spending your points on are relic shards, and the relics that I recommend are Spacetime Rift, unless you have a level 3, or Omnium Shield. Support store. Now you want to buy your 3 joint supply chips for the week, and if you can, try to buy your proof of purchase and your goat nucleus for the week, using return support points. And if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. Point store. Now the only thing I recommend that you spend your points on are spare special gifts, so that way you don't have to do training, black market, or see this island again. But if you need to level up your weapons or matrices, you could always buy matrix data packs or weapon batteries. But besides that, I just recommend that you explore Confounding Abyss, so that way you can get materials and you can also get more resources to help power up your account. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, look forward to my Lynn video later today. I know I said yesterday, but it's coming out today, guys. I'm going to get it done. But besides that, talk to you guys later.